Hi, everyone. This is Kristen. If you just recently joined, I just wanted to let you know Debbie's working on getting her microphone working, but we are streaming live.
Steve Pajali
is now joining.
Hi, Steve. This is Kristen. We are waiting for Debbie's microphone to get fixed, and then we'll get started.
Hi, it's Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Is now joining.
Debbie, we can't hear you. We still can't hear you. Sorry, not sure if you're aware.
Unknown participant is now joining.
Kristen, it's Jonathan. Are you able to unmute Debbie's microphone?
I'm not seeing an option how to do that.
All right.
Sorry, everyone. Thanks for bearing with us here.
Hi, everyone.
We can hear you now.
Yay. Jonathan was so kind to let me use his office, so we're going to present from here. I was going to try to put everything on the screen, but that is not on his computer. So basically what we're going to do is try to take some sort of attendance. And I wonder if this time, if people could just maybe say your name and your organization, if possible.
Jim Neighbor, Point Home, Chapter Professional Real Estate.
Mike McCall from Firelands Habitat for Humanity.
Jim Neighbors at the bank.
Tim Brown from Erie here in Richland County Community Action Agency.
I'm Jared Oliver. I'm the Chief of Police with Sandusky Police Department.
Jason Whirling, City of Sandusky Recreation Department.
Brenda Cronin, Mental Health and Recovery Board.
Ralph Chamberlain, Erie County Senior Center and Erie Metropolitan Housing Authority.
Steve Pajali, Regional Planning.
John Orzak, City of Sandusky Assistant City Manager.
Kimberly Ray, Executive Director, United Way of Erie County.
Perfect. Okay, I was going to try again to attempt to share the screen. CPAC meeting number 2, screen number 1. No, that's not what I want. Share. Assessments, full agenda. There we go. Let's hope that everybody can see the screen here. And again, I am so sorry about the technical difficulties. You know, we never mean for this to happen, but I guess sometimes it does. I'm going to try to gather everything here in Jonathan's office, but good morning and thank you again for attending. It's now 11:15 a.m., so it's March 31st, and this is the second Consolidated Plan Advisory Committee meeting for review of the draft annual action plan for 2021. As I stated, this is the second advisory committee meeting to review the draft version of the CDBG annual action plan. As the city is an entitlement city, the Department of Housing and Urban Development allocates funding each year to be programmed to assist in accomplishing goals presented by the 5-year consolidated plan. The current consolidated plan runs the course of 5 years beginning 2019 through 2020 through the years 2023-2024. And the goals addressed in our 5-year consolidated plan are as follows. Housing, to improve the quality and accessibility of affordable housing. Number 2 is reduced homelessness, to prevent and reduce homelessness. Number 3, neighborhood stabilization, to enhance life for people living in low and moderate income neighborhoods through public investment in facilities, improvements, and services, as well as blight removal. Number 4 is special needs assistance, and this is to promote access to public services for special needs populations generally assumed to be low and moderate income. And the 5th goal is administration and planning. These are for the implementation, monitoring, evaluation, training, any kind of planning processes for the program, as well as the monitoring and reporting back to HUD. So the Department of Housing and Urban Development announced that our annual allocation this year will be $750,000, 212. And this is slightly above the allocation for 2020. 2020, we received $743,000. Through a public process involving advisory committee meetings, public hearings, review, and strong consideration of public comments, the City of Sandusky is excited to propose a draft budget which incorporates some new projects that will address the needs expressed by the community. The list of projects are on the screen now, and the highlighted portion above is the maximum and minimums that we must meet. So with this $750,000 budget, 70% or more must benefit low to moderate income areas or households. So that would be a total of at least $525,148. 20% of maximum can be budgeted for program administration. So that maximum amount is $150,042.40. And 15% maximum can be budgeted for public service activities. So that maximum totals out to be $112,531.80. So the proposal this year, just going down the list of 8 activities, program administration, $120,000, $120.42. This is, like I said, the overall program administration, comprehensive planning, and indirect expenses related to the planning, implementation, management, monitoring, and evaluation of the CDBG program and eligible activities. Fair housing, this is required by HUD. We do send out for a consultant on this. So our maximum of $10,000 will go towards advertising, counseling, outreach, education, and informational pamphlets related to fair housing. Public facilities.
Unknown participant is now exiting.
Public facilities for $320,000. This includes, but is not limited to, public infrastructure improvements and ADA accessibility for installation, removal, reconstruction, improvement of streets, sidewalks, and curbs, public building improvements, improvements to neighborhood facilities and/or parks and recreation facilities. We've got code enforcement. We've reduced that allocation to $100,000. This includes salaries and overhead costs associated with property inspections and follow-up actions such as legal proceedings directly related to the enforcement of state and local codes. We've added a new activity of code compliance assistance. That is a budget of $67,637.80. This is, we will try to put into effect some remediation efforts of certain code compliance issues to bring eligible households into compliance with state and local codes. The proposals that we are playing around with right now with Public Works are hazardous tree removal. We have an abundance of those violations within our compliance office, and possibly maybe some sidewalk issues if those come into play. Public services. Right now, we are reviewing the applications that we received, but the allocation to meet the maximum would be $90,000. And like I said, we're reviewing applications from OGO, Erie County Metro Housing Authority for the Meals on Wheels program. The Center for Cultural Awareness has applied this year, and also the Erie Senior Center, I believe, for the Bayshore Tower. They need some elevator improvements. So at this time, we are still allocating the money. So that will be an update. Youth programming, we've increased that substantially to $22,531.80. This will be for the implementation of the summer park program and spring and winter park camps, or spring and winter break camps, along with a proposed bike program for children residing within the city of Sandusky. Strategic planning. This is another important new project that we're proposing for $20,000. This will be strategic planning in the areas of public transportation and/or city parks subject to the program administration cap. So that $20,000 would be subject to the top number of adding to that to make that a total of $140,042.40. There is some clearance and demolition money carried over from 2020. This is due to the fact that we had some, in 2018, there was an ordinance to transfer revolving loan dollars into the demolition project. And when we went to draw down those funds, we saw that there was revolving loan money available. So in accordance with HUD guidelines, we try to draw that down first since that was from prior years. So the total of all this is $860,212. Take off that demolition allocation as that's carryover, and we've met our number of $750,212. So along with this proposal, any carryover within a specific category will remain within that category for 2021 expenses. Now, this does not include program administration and public service, as those, if we carried over those funds, that would go into the next year's maximum allocations. So any proposed leftover money from those are proposed to clearance and demolition. So I did want to try to go over the remaining timeline, which was the page before this. A little bit out of order, as you can imagine today, in many ways than one. So we did already go through the first 4 steps. We're on the 5th step now of the second CPAC meeting. And then today, by end of business, we will have the entire annual action plan draft available for public comment. So the annual action plan will be available for public review through the City of Sandusky website at www.cityofsandusky.com/CDBG, or by appointment at City Hall here at 240 Columbus Avenue, or by appointment at the public library. They have increased their hours. However, I am not sure that they're fully operational right now. So you must have an appointment there as well. And their address is 114 West Adams. So the public comment period will run from 5 p.m. today, March 31st, through 5 p.m. April 29th, 2021. And comments can be submitted in writing to development@ci.sandusky.oh.us with the subject included CDBG public comment, annual action plan, or by mail with the same attention at 240 Columbus Avenue, Sandusky, Ohio 44870. So that is that concludes my portion of explaining how we came to those proposed budgets. And I'm open for any comments or discussion, which will be included in the next public hearing. I don't see any comments in the conversation bubble here. Does anybody attending this meeting have any comments for the draft budget? Okay. Well, okay, Jonathan wants to speak here for a minute.
Hi, everyone. I'll just briefly say thank you to Deb for putting together this draft budget. I know she's worked really hard over the last couple weeks trying to come up with some new initiatives and programs that we think will meet the needs of the community and are in response to some of the comments we've been hearing. So we're really looking forward to putting those in action this year and appreciate everyone's support and participation today. And thanks again, Deb, for leading us in this process.
All right, well, at this time, we will go ahead and adjourn the meeting. I just do want to point out that the next public hearing is April 26th of 2021 at 5 p.m. So we will have a public hearing to get this in front of the city commissioners so that they have a chance before we request action on May 10th. So thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.